We'll find out what the judge has to say. He is the law from down the hall. Joins us to weigh in with his verdict. His name, Damian Uziani, and he joins us now. Hello, Judge. Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday to both of you, and to Josh also. How you guys doing today over there?
We're doing okay, sir. I enjoyed Scott's stories. I'm very eager to find out what your reaction is.
Yeah, they're definitely not the same old. So we'll get to those in just a moment. But let's start with you, PT. So Phil Kessel got to stick it to his old team, or more appropriately, the Toronto Sun's Steve Simmons, who made fun of him for eating too many hot dogs 2 years ago, by spending his day with the Stanley Cup by eating hot dogs out of it on the golf course. Let me say this. I hate Phil Kessel. Not just because he's a Pittsburgh Penguin, but he's also a Flyers killer.
Yeah.
You know, the player that just excels against your team and you hate them. You wish they were on your team. You can't seem to beat them. Like, I remember, like, Ty Domi was like that, and Barnaby was like that. There were players where you hated them, but if they were orange and black, you'd probably like them.
Claude Lemieux.
And that's what's that?
Claude Lemieux.
Exactly. Now, the other thing that he has on his side is, if you're an athlete and a slob, you can own Philadelphia. I mean, then everybody's on board. Now, I wouldn't get a tattoo like in the three from the guys we had from a few months ago, where that fan got a tattoo of Kessel riding a giant hot dog around.
I remember.
But I would buy a number 81 sweater tomorrow, so I'm on the record as saying that. All right, Scott, let's get to it. In Maine, there is a competition for men to carry their wives, literally, not misogynistically, but actually thrown over their shoulder like cavemen, which I guess is also misogynistically. I don't know. But in any case, I've seen this before, and just like Pete said, like this isn't like something brand new, but I didn't know that they did it in America. I'm surprised that the millennials haven't shut this one down at this point, to be honest. You know, how can we come to grips with the fact that we devolved as a society from the three-legged sack race down to the 100-meter ball and chain marathon? I mean, I love that the winner wins his wife's weight in beer as a prize. I mean, when a man says he's supporting his wife, you never think of this situation, but there it is. It's a real thing, and I enjoy it while it lasts, fellas, because I see this getting shut down at some point in the near future. Pete, when I first saw Georgetown's ad, and we're sticking with millennials here, for Millennial Day, their soccer event around Millennial Day, I almost blew my stack, since, as you know, for all Americans working in the private sector that are over 35, every day is Millennial Day. But luckily, the event description was as sarcastic as necessary. They have a selfie area, a napping section, and everybody gets that participation trophy. I only wish that they also gave out free hand signs that had millennial slogans on it. Things that say something like, "Say it, don't do it." And "I wish I was you so I could bang myself." The Hoyas get it. Thank God someone does. So, Scott, there is a marathon that takes place on ice at the geographic North Pole. The article doesn't mention this, but the temperature is usually minus 20 degrees without the wind chill.
That's awful.
And you know it's breezy up there. And you have to run 26 miles. Dude. First of all, there's no land, okay? This is run on ice. The nearest coastline is 500 miles away. They have to fly you in on a helicopter. And then it's only you and 49 other mentally deficient runners. Nobody's holding out Gatorade as you run by, you know, which would turn to ice anyway. You got polar bears chasing you. And now, in a timely and fun twist to the event, you've also got global warming cracks that pop up on the surface, which, you know, I mean, at any moment you could drop into the Arctic Sea, where there's 500 angry shamus who hate humans because of SeaWorld waiting with their orca jaws wide open. Doesn't sound like my type of marathon. I'd watch it on TV, though, so there you go. Peter.
Judge.
Shaquille O'Neal owns part of the Sacramento Kings, and then he told a reporter that the Wizards' Otto Porter played for him, but I guess someone forgot to tell the rest of planet Earth. They allegedly offered him a contract, but Porter never signed it. Now, of course, this is the same Shaquille O'Neal who has vehemently maintained that the Earth is flat. And why? Because he says he drives his car and it doesn't go up and down at a 360-degree angle. He actually said that. Not that a 360-degree angle goes up and down, because it's a complete circumference. So you can totally see a reporter asking Shaq about Otto Porter, and he would say something like, I looked out my backyard, I didn't see Otto Porter there, so he must be playing with the Kings. Process of elimination. And Scott, the black pudding throwing championships it's somehow an actual thing. People throw black pudding up in the air, and it actually takes place in a city called Ramsbottom.
That's why I
which
like
sounds
it.
like it's generating its own brand of pudding there. But it's all it is knocking crust out of a tree with these concealed pudding pods. You know, as a kid, sometimes on our street we play Nerf football. I mean, we loved playing Nerf football on my street. And sometimes the ball would get caught in this one tree, and we'd all have to pick up rocks and throw rocks to try to knock the ball out of the tree so we can keep playing our game. It's the same concept. You know, there's no championship there. I mean, how bored to death are English people anyway? Oh, love, what you want to do? Watch the telly? Walk to the pub? No, let's chuck pudding up a pole, all right? I'm so excited I might have a heart attack. And thus ends our Three from the Guys Day. Congratulations, both of you guys did a great job. Today, I'm going to have to say that I'm going to give it to the story that takes carrying your wife to a whole new level. Scott Grayson, you have won Three from the Guys.
Woo! Yes!
We have a winner. Congratulations, you are one of life's winners. We'll be right back.
There you go. You've heard the judge's verdict. Scott Grayson, 1 for 1.
I'll tell you. Thank you very much, Damien. I appreciate it.
There were no
You've earned it.
slush fund payments to Damien, no bribes. The judge, fair and square. Scott beat me. All right, Damien has our South Jersey Sports Center update at the top of the hour. Thank you, Judge, for your ruling, even though, of course, I disagree. Godspeed, Damien. Good to talk to you, buddy.